Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take a deep breath with me. This is your love reading. Soulmates, twin flames. But what I will tell you is every reading I've done today, and I've done several for the channel, and I've done several personal readings. It's been a very heavy reading day. Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles keeps coming up in, I think, every single reading. What that's telling me is that the energy is slowing down off of the New Year's, off of the holiday and everything. The energy is starting to slow down. We're starting to dip into a valley, and we're going to need patience, and we're going to need to adjust to that. But emotional fulfillment is coming. Nine of Cups and Queen of Pentacles is, nourish the people around you. Take care of your littles. Take care of your partners, your friends. Be nourishment for people this week. Post lovely things, images, quotes, anything that you have that might send love or beauty out into the world, on your social media. Use that. The Six of Wands, we are moving into smoother waters, better waters, way better waters with the Ten of Cups. So, all things considered, that is a really powerful little direct from spirit message at the bottom of the deck. Now I'm going to shuffle this and we're going to get into our actual reading. But that is a beautiful message. And I feel like that message is there because, like I said, the energy is slowing down and things are shifting, and you may be feeling that on some level and thinking that you're off track or something. Be patient. That's collective energy. It's a natural thing. Happens every January because we come off this real high of the holidays and the busy, and our New Year's resolutions and our intentions. And we had a new moon at the beginning of the year. And now, like I likened it earlier to Splash Mountain. You've come down the whoosh and then you hit that water at the bottom and it stops the boat and everything slows down. And you just kind of have to sit in it for a moment and let the boat kind of settle on the momentum of the water. Let yourself settle on the momentum of the energy that's actually present. So on the bottom of the deck now we have Death. So change is here. Change, that's marriage, partnership, stability. But that's the Sun. So change in your marriage, partner, stability is about to happen. And it's going to be really good. There's the short of it. So bye. See you next reading. This is my last reading I'm doing today. I'm a little loopy. All right. We have the Ten of Swords. Something is done. We've got the Five of Wands. Perhaps it's arguing and petty nonsense that's done. We've got the Hierophant. If Justice comes out next, that's it. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out of here. We have the Chariot. Okay. I'm beginning to think this is starting to look like a third party situation. I've got the Six of Wands. Yeah, moving on. I thought that I was doing a general love reading, but this is looking like a third party because your situation is changing. Death is here. But for your situation to change, their situation has to change if we're talking about a third party. And when you've got the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Hierophant, like I said, the only thing I'm missing here is justice for it to absolutely be a divorce situation. But it looks to me like maybe it's yours. Maybe you're deciding that you need to move on from your marriage or long-term commitment so that you can be free and ready for this other partnership to come in. And if that's where you are, my heart is with you because I've been there. That is not an easy place to be in. That's why, my heart goes out to everybody in third-party relationships. Destiny and fate is what it is, and the hand of fate is going to win out in most cases. But it's hard. It's really, really hard. That is so funny. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out here. I just did a study today on the Page of Pentacles specifically because this card often throws me. And one of the biggest things I pulled out of it, though, was manifesting new realities, manifesting new opportunities, manifesting new particularly material things, jobs and that sort of thing, but manifesting something new out of what has ended is what I'm seeing with that. You got the King of Pentacles on top of that, who's also like a master manifester. You need to manifest something out of the end of this. This may be your ending and not their ending. Whatever's ending in your life right now, it's okay. It's going to be for the best, but you need to take control of it, and you need to manifest something beautiful out of what is ending. We've got the Two of Swords on top of the Five of Wands and the Page of Wands. Over here, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. That's a happily ever after on top of the Hierophant. Woo! Then we've got the Empress. I'm going to have to, and then there's the Devil just came out. Give me a minute. And the High Priestess. Okay, good grief. I'm going to have to, and the Six of Wands just came back to me again. I'm going to pull that dang card out. And underneath that was the Ten of Cups. But then underneath that was the Moon. Now, I'm reading from the middle of the deck here, but Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful card, but it doesn't relate to this. You are moving on to something new. It's something amazing and fulfilling, unlike you've ever experienced before. But a lot of what it is hidden. You're going to have to do this movement on faith. I'm going to switch over here to the Lightseer deck. Do some more clarifying on this, because like I said, there's definite third-party energy in here, but I can't tell if it's you or if it's them. But third-party situations are coming to an end in a lot of cases right now. I would say more so as we get towards the end of the month, towards the end of Venus retrograde. Venus is retrograde until the 29th. I think a lot of third-party situations are falling by the wayside during this Venus retrograde. And if they aren't, it's because the people are fighting it and are kind of dooming themselves to misery, because these are supposed to end. I mean, that's just a matter of it. You know, people come and go in our lives. Yes, we have a very traditional human understanding of happily ever after, you know, the one, high school sweethearts that stay married forever. And those are beautiful things. But do you know how many people those happen for? And just because it hasn't happened for you doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Those people that happens for, that's their specific story. That's not your story. Your story is this deeper, more powerful, because that's a very shallow energy. This is a more deeper, more powerful, change the planet soulmate partnership that comes out of the dregs of the twin flame and takes that energy and spreads it out on the planet to help end this shift. So that's really, really powerful. And those, by and large, came with one or both people being committed to somebody else when these people met. In my situation, with my soulmate situation, both of us were in other relationships. My guides told me before I met him that they told me years ago, before I moved to Florida, they told me I was going to meet 3 men. Each man was going to be greater than the last. When I got to the second one, that was my twin flame. I was in the thick of that when they tell me, we're bringing in the third man. We're bringing in the third person. I was like, the hell you are, God. I'm not interested. I just want this person. This is my one. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need anybody else. Yeah, that was 8 years ago. That third person and I aren't together because I've spent so much time fighting it, because and my twin flame and I are long since gone. These relationships are not easy, but that's because they're meant to change the world. So these third-party situations, and in my case, he is still in a third-party situation. These third-party situations are ending. And the sun is coming out. This has ended. You can manifest something new that's going to be amazing and beautiful. And if you're sure, and this is the thing, this is the warning that I give everybody. You have to be sure, not in your mind, but you need to clear and find a place of peace, of calm, of non-emotional space where your soul connects to that other soul, and you have to come to that point before you start manifesting things, or you're going to get yourself in all kinds of trouble. But you can manifest this, the sun, the be all end all, the happily ever after. There's our Six of Swords again. Six of Swords, Six of Wands, we keep getting. Moving on to clearer waters. And the Six of Wands, I said that was this earlier. It's not. Six of Wands is victory. We're moving on into victory. This is happening, y'all. Ace of Pentacles. Freaking hell. New beginning. One that you've worked for. One that has roots. I screwed up the card on this last one. I grabbed for one that I don't think was the right one. It's a very practical card covered by another practical card. I'm going to have to give that a look. Oh, no, it's because this energy is still hanging around, and we need to get rid of this energy. All right. Third party situations, yours, theirs, doesn't matter. Those are coming to an end. You need to be really focused and really sure, because you need to manifest this reunion or this union, but you need to be really sure you're manifesting the right thing, because you don't want to be manifesting some zombified personification of something you don't need. This lose the battle, or win the battle, lose the war energy is covered by the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands. The Two of Swords, that's an air sign, but look at all the fire in that. We're going to burn this shit down. Ooh, sorry, language. We're going to burn this down and move on to calmer waters. All of this nonsense, whatever this nonsense is between you and them, or between you and whatever is standing between you and them, this nonsense is gonna go away. This is bold action. This is, in this particular deck, I can't remember the name of this legend, but it's this little boy who had a fly swatter and was very magical and whimsical, and was, creating magical worlds with his fly swatter. So again, manifestation. You can manifest this into being. If you've done your work, if you've done your healing, if you're sure this is the right situation for you to manifest, you can manifest this. And this is going to be long-term. I would go so far as to say marriage. With the Ten of Cups and the Empress, you need to be this Empress. This is a blessing, though. This particular, I'm going to look in the deck. I think is it the Lady of Guadalupe? Guadalupe? I don't remember who the legend is for the Empress here in this deck, but we're going to find out. Oop, there she was. Yeah, Our Lady of Guadalupe. From Mexico, she's a Catholic saint, if you're unaware. The Empress is loving and protective mother. She cares for and wishes to defend all of her children, even if a mother's love can sometimes be smothering. The world feels bright and everything blooms around her. And honestly, what I'm getting from that, this is the protection over this. This is God's will being done in these relationships. Out of this into this, giving us all our new beginning. And it's happening fast. It's going to start happening. I keep seeing these roll out in waves. And if you miss it the first time, I think that the wave comes back around. I don't think you can miss it. But I'm really encouraging people to be ready. Get your healing done. Know what you're doing. Manifest this new beginning. Because on top of the Chariot, you have the Devil and the High Priestess. There is dark energy trying to take you down a wrong path. Your intuition, your knowing, this is, Scheherazade, the 1001 Nights. Your intuition and your knowing is going to be your victory over the devil. Or fire. Of course, I guess the devil is often represented by fire. We have a lot of balance here in the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. There's your infinity symbol. ordinarily this is, very practical matters. This is paying the bills, and sometimes it's, mentorship and learning something new from somebody else. The energy I'm getting off of this right now is, I'm not even sure how to put it, because the warning here is the Four of Cups. We have to, language alert, we have to knock this shit off. We have to stop looking at these three cups like they're the be all end all, when this cup with the rainbow, with the hand of God with the rainbow on it, this is the be all end all. And I'm going to go so far as to say this is connecting back to this. Whatever you've got going on that's keeping you apart from this person, it doesn't necessarily need to be a third party. You don't need to necessarily be married to somebody else. But what is the energy that's keeping you apart? Is it fear? Is it past heartbreak? Is it something in your life that's not the way you want it to be just yet? You want to be farther along in your career, do you have health issues going on that you want cleared up before you move forward? Whatever this is, you need to kind of knock it off and trust that God's got this done, got this figured out. If there's stuff that you're putting off, especially if it's in some weird way of preventing this relationship, this union, because you're on some level, you're a little afraid of it, you need to deal with that. You need to deal with that and move on. Those are the kind of practical things I'm seeing come up. There's a lot of balance in this, but I'm not seeing this as a good thing. Like, we don't need balance in this. This is not a balanced situation. This is a crazy, bizarre, destiny, passionate, all-consuming fire. It's not a nice, balanced, pentacle, earthy sort of situation. So when I see these three cards kind of together, it's like this nonsense here goes in these three cups. They're lovely. Financial stability is lovely. Knowledge and wisdom and learning and teaching and being like valued in your career, or in whatever your field is that you're considered an expert. Any of those kinds of things, sure, those are wonderful things, and they're sitting in these three cups here. But you don't have, this. I don't have the Lovers on the table here, but, the Ten of Pentacles, the happily ever after, the family, the real deal. You don't have any of that in these three cups. It's in this cup here that you're kind of afraid of and not really wanting to look at. That the fact that the Lovers have not shown up in this, or the Two of Cups, anything like that, has not shown up in this reading, that's what's telling me that this is about clearing the decks so those cards can come in, so that energy can come in. You have stuff between you and them that you need to clear, and only you know what that is. But we have the Sun twice. I mean, look at this. There needs to be a death, and it needs to be to this nonsense here. I mean, there's twice death. There needs to be a death. Whatever the stuff is, like I said, some of this does speak of third party on their end. I think that is going away, but that has nothing to do with you. You can't do anything about it or not. So, don't worry about it. I mean, just, there's nothing to be done there. You can only take care of you. And what I'm seeing here is you've got some kind of third energy, whether that's a person or a thing or a fear. There is some kind of third energy between you and them that is preventing you from being available and ready to walk into this when it comes around. And this is your warning. This is your God warning, telling you the Sun, everything you've ever dreamt of, everything you've ever wanted is coming for you. Look at that. And that's marriage. That's beautiful. This is coming for you. Knock this shit off. Get rid of this. Let it die. Get rid of the nonsense. Really, I'm going to really encourage you to do a self-assessment. Do a really deep meditation sometime over this weekend, and be like gut-wrenchingly honest with yourself. What has you holding back from this? Because especially if you're in the, quote unquote chaser energy of this union, there's a separation and it's on their end, that gives you a lot of opportunity to say, oh, I am ready. I would say, but are you? Because I think that the only reason there's a runner and chaser is because somebody went first with the runner. I think that there's enough running to go around on both sides. And I think this is a call to some really big gut check honesty, so that you can move in to this in the spring when these start to come around. You need to be ready, and by that you need to have your heart healed, and you need to be honest. Whatever this nonsense is that you've got going on that would keep you from this person when they come in, you need to get rid of it. And I say that with love. I absolutely say that with love. Whew. And with that, I'm going to end this. I hope this blesses you. I hope this gave somebody some help, some, hit the right note, the light bulb on. Obviously with these readings, if they don't resonate, let them go. This isn't where you're at, but this is meant for somebody, and whoever that person is, I hope that you're able to take this with the love that it was meant, and able to work that into and through your life. Because there are beautiful things. Double suns. This is huge. There are beautiful things coming. And that's the reason this channel is here. I want us all to be ready. I want us all to be ready so that we can partake in this amazing union that's coming. I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you peace, discernment, and wisdom. And I truly hope and pray that you're able to take some of this into your own meditations and find and face what this is in your life. Send you some Ganesh energy too, so you can break down the barricades. I did get a 7 of Swords, so I don't see that there's a lot of denial. I think you know what this is. So it's just time to go in there. You have a decision to make. Take that sword and stab this thing right through the heart. I love you all very, very much. And I thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by by February, so that we can add some live content to the channel. I'm very excited about that. I really want to be able to talk with you, kind of one-on-one sort of thing. That'll be a really beautiful day. And other than that, I will see you on the next video. Have a blessed weekend.